Hello everybody, and today we are going to create a charcoal techniques page with 5 different value scales. And the first thing you need to do is add a font, but make sure it doesn't bleed through like what Mrs. G did. But you know what, if I color this in with colored pencil, then you'll be able to see it and it will be wonderful. But the first thing you need to do is draw a line and add a font from dafont.com and write charcoal techniques page. And then you are going to take a ruler, just like you did way back when we did the colored pencil value scales in Art 1. You are going to make a 6-inch line, trace your ruler around, and then have about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch in between. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different rectangles, okay? Once your rectangles are made in pencil, then you are going to take some masking tape and you are going to put pieces of tape across here and here. So I'm just gonna do one, and then I will show you what different charcoals we're using. Now, that little noise that you hear is Mrs. G putting the tape on her clothing so that I have some stickiness. Okay, so you can see that right there on the tape. And I'm gonna do the top, and then I'm also gonna do one large one down the side at the very end. So I'm gonna do across, and then I'm gonna do one down here and one down here, okay? So after I get my tape on, then I'm going to do each value scale with 5 different types of charcoal. The first value scale, I am going to use the compressed charcoal, which is in your bucket in a bag that looks like this. The second rectangle I'm going to use is vine. Okay, the third is willow. I'm going to need to get a willow piece of charcoal to add in here. The fourth one is going to be a charcoal pencil, black, obviously, not the white. And then the last one is going to be one of our chalk pastels. So either of these two. We're not going to use the whole set because remember, this is for our project only, but that is what I'm going to do for all of you. And I'm going to quickly make a time-lapse video for each of the different value scales. And then when we are done, we are going to take off the tape, spray it, and label it. You don't want to label it until you are done because the charcoal is going to get on the pencil and then you're not going to be able to erase it. So hang tight. I'm going to tape up my page, and then I am going to show you how to do each of the value scales. Okay, so this is my finished value scales with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different charcoal techniques. The first one was compressed, then we did vine, then we did willow, then we did charcoal pencil, and then we did chalk pastel, and you can see the difference in ranges of values of all of them. Some are super dark, like the chalk pastel. Some are a little bit on the lighter side. I felt like I had the most control here with the charcoal pencil. So now, once this is all done, you are going to go outside and Mrs. G is going to spray this beautiful workable fixative on here so that the charcoal stays and does not get all over your clothes. And only Mrs. G will be doing this outside because it is a little on the toxic side, but we need to spray our sketchbook pages and anything that we do with this so that the charcoal doesn't smear. And then you're going to take off the tape and we are going to label them. You can label it over here, like in between, or you can label it on the side. I left enough room so that I could label it on the side, and I will be labeling it with a thin black Sharpie, but you can label it with pencil, whatever. And as soon as it is labeled, you can take a picture and submit it on Canvas for a classwork grade.